Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So inshallah we'll get started now. I think we have a few folks missing today, but inshallah we'll get started. And I'll also share my screen with you guys. That way you can see it. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So as you can see, today is our book number 3, lesson number 5. I already added this as part A because I know this is like 70 slides overall. So I knew that it's going to take a long time. So inshallah, we'll cover the part A first, and then we'll cover the second part the next time, inshallah. All right, so let's get started. And you can all hear me. So can somebody just confirm you can hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you loud. Yes.
Jazakallah khair. Okay, so this is our lesson number 5 for the book, and then this is part A. First thing is this is your, these are all your mufradat, which is your vocabulary. Inabun, which is grapes. Mozun, it was a mistake in your book, so I corrected it. It is banana. Teenun, what teeni was zaytun. Being Muslims, we should know. I mean, this is the fig. Fajrun, which is the time of Fajr, which is the dawn. Jawabun, Jawab, we already know this answer. Sualun is a question. Hayyatun, it is called as, it is as snake. The translation is snake. If anybody wants to take the screenshot, you can also do that, but you'll see this at the end of the class anyways. Baqqalun, which is the grocer or the shopkeeper. You know, when you have a shopkeeper who has a grocery store, it will be called as a grocer. Asaun, which is the stick, like Musa alayhi salam, you know, he had the asa or the stick. Qahwatun, which is coffee. Dukkanun, we already know this, shop. But the kakinu is the plural of the shop, which is the shops. Saburatun, writing board. We already know this part as well. We have learned this before in the book number 1. Kasara, which is he broke. Now, for example, if I say al kursiyu maksurun, so that would mean the chair is broken. But if I want to say somebody broke that chair, then I will say kasara. Kasara means he broke. And when we say Sami Allahu liman hamida, whenever we actually praying, so when we say Sami Allah, the word Sami'a is means he heard, right? Sami Allahu liman hamida, as we know that Allah hears those who actually praise him. And Sami'a would mean he heard. Fahima comes from the faham, which is called as he understood. Shariba it means he drank. And hafiza, it means he memorized. Daraba means he beat. Dakhala, it means he entered. Akala means he ate. Ghasala, he washed. Qatala, he killed. Khubzun, which is bread. Jayyidan, well, I think we have already learned this the Jayyidan part before. So these are all the vocabulary parts that actually will come into our lesson today. And by the way, all of these are in your the Quizlet as well. So when you go to your Quizlet, when you do your flashcards, you know, after the lesson, then you'll see this, all of these over there as well. I think this time it's like 76 of those. All right, Qawaid. This was not part of this lesson. However, I copied this from your previous lesson so that because this will relate to the today's lesson. So from lesson number 1, we know al-jumlatul asmiya, which is the nominal sentence. Nominal sentence in Arabic, also known as jumla asmiya, is a sentence that starts with a noun, pronoun, adjective, or adverb, right? Which is ism. But unlike verbal sentences which begin with a verb, nominal sentences can be constructed without a verb. Here is the example. We have learned this before. Al-jumlatul ismiya al-kitabu sahlun. So in this case, you can see that the noun is coming before the action, right? Or the noun is coming before the information. So al-kitab in this case will be called as al-mubtada, and the sahlun, which is the information, right? So somebody's giving us the information that the book is easy. So sahlun is the khabar. So the al-mubtada is the topic or the subject, you can say, and then the sahlun is the khabar, which is the information. So the book is easy. Topic is the book. Information is easy, that we are learning that the book is easy. And al-jumlatul fi'liya which is the topic today, which we'll see today very soon. A verbal sentence or a jumlatul fi'liya is a sentence that begins with a verb, right? For example, kharaja Bilalun, right? Bilal went out. So in this case, the uh, it's the verb or verb, you can say an action, right? Or whatever you have done. So verb, you can easily say it's an action, right? It's not always an action, but you can like 99% of the time it is an action. So verb, for example, daraba, kharaja, kataba, all of these are called as verbs. So the verb or the failun, meaning the action, the verb is the most important part of the sentence and the language, and it can refer to the past, present, or future sentence. So look at the example of jumlatul failiya. Kharaja Bilalun. Kharaja is the fail, meaning the verb, or the action. Bilalun in this case is the fa'il. Bilal in this case is the fa'il, which is the subject. Now, if I ask you to translate fa'il in some other way, how would you call Bilal in this case? Who is Bilal in this case? In this sentence, in this action, who is Bilal? Can anybody tell me?
Object.
Um,
He is a subject, actually. The one who does the action.
does the action. Actually, this is the easiest way to explain it. The one who does the action or the doer. Easier way to say it, he's the doer. He's the doer of that action, right? Kharaja is the action. It's a verb. It's the fail that he went out, right? So going out is the action, and Bilal itself is the doer. He's the one who went out. So fa'il, in easy way to understand, is the subject or the doer of that action. So our topic today is the fa'il, the doer. So we have learned the verbs before already in the previous lessons. Okay. So we have learned the kharaja, daraba, kataba, all of those. We have learned those before. But today our topic is the subject, which is the fa'il. And what is the file? Now look at it on your screen. The file of a verbal sentence. We have already learned Arabic. There are two types of sentences, right? Nominal and verbal. I'm going to ask the open question to everybody. We just learned it, so I want to make sure that everybody was paying attention. In Arabic, what is a nominal sentence? What would you call nominal sentence? What is a
الجملة الاسمية.
al jumlatul ismiya? And what is a verbal sentence? Somebody else this time. What is a what is verbal sentence in Arabic?
Jumlatul failure.
Jumlatul failure, right? So these are the two things that we have learned already. So the nominal sentence, which is jumlatul ismiya, commences with a noun, right? And the verbal sentence, as you can see, go back over here. This is the verbal sentence. The verbal sentence commences with a fail and it ends with a fa'il, right? So the subject of the verbal sentence is called as fa'il. Look at again. I'm going to go back. The subject of the jumlatul failure is the subject is called as fa'il, the doer of the action. Okay. And the example you can see, as I already mentioned, Zahaba Bilalun. Bilal went. Now, fa'il is marfu. The fa'il can be a pronoun also. Now, look at this very, very carefully. This is a very important and unique part of this whole lesson. When I say dahabu, the u part in the end, or the habta, or let me ask you differently. Without looking at the screen, please, nobody should look at the screen right now. If I say zahabu, what does it mean? What does it translate as?
They went.
They went. Okay. So who is they in this case?
Subject.
Subject.
Five.
Exactly. So the just the in this sentence actually is the subject, is the fa'il. When I say zahabta, you went, right? In this case, the ta part is the fa'il. When I say zahabna, we went, the na part is the subject or the fa'il. Now look at the four examples. Zahaba Bilalun, Bilal went. But because you have the fail, which is Zahaba is the fail, going out or leaving, or Bilalun is the subject. But when I say Zahabu, I'm still saying they went, but in this case, I still have a subject. The subject is they, and the is actually the subject over here. Ta is for the you went. Zahabna, and the na is the we went. Anybody has any confusion in this, what I just mentioned? Please be very, very frank and ask me, okay? Because this is very, very important to understand this concept.
Unlike English or any other language which require at least three words to make a sentence, in Arabic, only one word can make a sentence.
Exactly, exactly. Just one word is more than enough, right? And to make a complete sentence, you can just say zahabu, and that means they went, right? But that ooh, by the way, even though it doesn't seem like it's one word, but it is, the oo itself is actually the subject itself, right? So that's a part I was trying to explain, which is the pronoun. Because the oo, ta, na, they're all pronouns. In English, you also have pronouns, right? They went, she went, you need two words. It is one word, but still there is a part of that word which is connected with it. Oo, ta, na, ha, like all of these are actually pronouns. So that's why they're also called as fa'il. Anybody has any confusion, please raise hand and say, I don't understand, and I will explain again. And nobody should be ashamed of asking questions, okay? Please. It's more important for you to understand than asking the question.
Just like a quick concern or whatever. So instead of the name, like for example, Bilal,
Mhm.
for the habu, it would be the u part that is the fa'il.
Oo is the file, yes.
All
Ta
right,
is the
thank you.
file. Na is the file, right? So look at the English part only, right? Look at the English. When I say they went, they is the pronoun, which is the file, right? So they is the file because they are the ones who are performing the action, right? So whoever is doing the action, they're called as the file. You, if you're doing the action, right? So then you are the file. When we are doing the action, we are the file. We word is the file, right? So in all these cases, they're all pronouns. So that's why they're called as file as well. Even though without a name, you can do this. And I'll explain this in the next slide. Just look at this one. So look at the sentence. Note that in Zahabatullabu, the Zahabatullabu, the students went. The verb Zahaba has no wow at the end because Zahabu means they went. And if we say Zahabutullabu, what does the Zahabu means? Mushtaba, maybe you can answer this now. When I say Zahabu, what does Zahabu means?
They went.
They went. If I say Zahabutullabu, how will it translate as?
They, the students, went.
They, the students went. It's already written on the slide also. Yes, absolutely. So it is incorrect way to write it. Zahabattullabu is okay, right? The students went. But when I say Zahabuttullabu, it is incorrect way of writing it because it will mean they, the students went. So that is not correct. However, we can say Attullabu Zahabu. Attullabu Zahabu. The students went. Because in this case, the Tullabu, look at this example again very carefully because you'll be like, what is this? I mean, why can't I just put the word before or the after? Look at this example again. It's a Jumlatul Failiya, right? Jumlatul Failiya. And look at this example over here. Sorry, this one. And Jumlatul Ismiya, right? Now this Tullabu is the Mubtada and the Zahabu is the Khabar because now you're getting an information that the students went out. So the same sentence, look at it again. Same sentence, when I say Zahabatullabu, let me ask that question actually from everybody so that let's see who understood it. When I say Zahabatullabu, Musba, maybe you can answer. Okay. Don't worry if you don't answer. Don't worry about it. Okay. If I say Zahabatullabu, is it a Jumlatul Failiya or is it Jumlatul Ismiya?
Jumatul failure.
Jumlatul Failiya. And why is that Jumlatul Failiya?
Because the Jumatul failure has the verb in front of the subject.
Excellent. Because the verb, which is the action or the fail, is coming before. When I say At-Tullabu Zahabu, is that a Jumlatul Faili or Jumlatul Ismiya?
Jumatul ismiya.
And the reason is because the Tullabu is coming before the Zahabu. And what is Tullabu and what is Zahabu in Jumlatul Ismiya? What do you call it in Arabic?
In Arabic,
Yeah, yeah. There are two parts of the Jumlatul Ismiya, right? What is Tullabu and Zahabu in the construction of the sentence? Okay, let me ask you differently. From Tullabu and Zahabu, which one is Mubtada and which one is the Khabar?
Khabar is, oh sorry, Muqtada is Tulabu,
Yes.
Mubtada, and then Khabar is the other part,
Zahabu.
Dhahabu.
Why? Because Zahabu is a information, right? That you're getting to know that students went out. So our students went, right? So Tullabu is the Mubtada and Zahabu is the action or the Khabar. That's why it is Jumlatul Ismiya. Now the same also applies to the third person feminine. Look at this. Zahabtil banatu, the girls went, and you can say al banatu zahabna, right? So zahabtil banatu, I'm gonna ask again Mustafa one more time. Zahabtil banatu, is this a Jumlatul Failure or Jumlatul Ismiya?
Failure.
And al banatu zahabna, is it Jumlatul Ismiya or Jumlatul Failure?
Ismiya.
And what is the reason? And what is al banatu and what is zahabna in the construction of the Jumlatul Failure? Which one is Mubtada and which one is Khabar?
Sorry?
So al banatu zahabna, right? In this sentence, in the construction of this sentence, al banatu zahabna, which one of these two words is the mubtada and which one of these two words is the khabar?
Al-Banatu would be the Mubtada, and then Dhahabna would be the Khabar.
Khabar, very good. So you can see that the both sentences can be constructed and they're both correct. However, they have to be written in this way. They cannot be like zahabna al banatu or al banatu zahabti, right? So you have to just remember how to be able to construct the sentence. And look at the bottom example, at-tullabu zahabu, right? And then the same verbal sentence can be zahabat tullabu. So the verb will come before. Ji Sama.
The lesson is like when we are using verbal sentences, we are using the same sentence in the form of like verbal sentence, then we would utilize singular pronoun to create
That
the
is
sentence.
that is correct.
Okay. And what would be the case?
Sorry,
And
ask the
it would
question one more time.
always be in the form
You
of he or
said
she.
you asked the question one more time. Sorry, Sama.
I said that if we want to make a nominal sentence into the verbal sentence,
Mhm.
then we would utilize the verb for singular pronoun, he or she, and make it the sentence, right?
No, because you can have you see look at the bottom example.
That's why I'm asking this question. Like
So atul.
Zahaba is like singular pronoun, singular verb for a singular pronoun, he.
Oh, so you're saying the verb itself will become singular. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
But so
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
it becomes a fail. So the difference between two Samabai is that in the first example, in the nominal sentence, the zahabu, you still have the zahab, which is the verb, but the u part is not a verb anymore. It is the pronoun. It is still not, it is not singular.
Yep.
It
That's
is
what I'm
not
saying. Like it would convert into the single form, right? Zahaba is basically
but
if
then the
I see
zahaba in the
that.
verbal but the zahaba in the verbal sentence is not a pronoun. It is actually a fail.
Yep.
So but you were
But
saying that it will convert into a singular pronoun. It's not converting into singular pronoun. There is no pronoun
no,
there.
no, it would convert into verb for singular pronoun.
That is correct. Absolutely. Yes.
Verb
That is
for
correct.
singular pronoun.
That is
That's what I'm
correct.
saying.
Yes, that is correct. Okay. Any other questions over here? Okay. So hopefully this file is easy to understand. The real meaning in Arabic is called as the subject. But for you to make it and understand is the person who's performing the action, the person who's reading the book, the person who went out, the person who went to the bathroom, the person who cooked the food, the person who ate, the person who killed, the person who ran, right? All of those things, meaning the whoever is performing the action is the fa'il. And the thing that is the action is being performed on, or the action that is being performed on, or the action that is being performed is called as the fail. Okay. The next one is the maf'ul bih. Maf'ul bihi or maf'ul bih, the object of the doer. The object of the doer. Very, very important in this. Okay. So it's not action of the doer. In this example, look at back again. Look at this. In this one, the action of the doer is kharaja, went out. Okay. Kharaja is the action, which is called as fi'il. In this one, maf'ul bihi is the object of the doer. Very important to remember now. Now look at the example in this over here. Fatahul waladul baba. Fatahal waladul baba. The boy opened the door. What is the object of the doer? Anybody can tell me?
Baba.
Baba, the door. So the Fatahal waladu, Fatahal waladu, the boy opened. That is just a single sentence, right? You have open it is a verbal sentence, meaning Fataha is the opening part and waladu is the doer of the action. But then when you actually add the another object there, which is the bab, that becomes the object of the doer. So fatahal waladu. So let me ask this actually differently. Can anybody tell me in this fatahal waladul baba, which three of these words is the fail, which one of this is the fa'il, and which one of these three words is the maf'ul bihi?
Pata is file, Baladu is Babul is maful.
Sorry. Waladul is what?
Patahul is fail, Baladu is file, and Babul is maful.
Baba.
Baba. Ji.
Yes. So very good. So the opening is the action or the fail. Waladu is the one who's performing the action, which is the fa'il. Baba is the door, which is the object of the file, meaning he opened the door. So this is why this is called as maf'ul bihi. Now look at the next example. I saw Hamid. Ra'aytu Hamidan. In Ra'aytu Hamidan, which one is of this is the maf'ul bihi? In
Right.
Hamidan.
Hamidan, very good. And I say Sa'altal Mudiratu Zainaba. Sa'altil Madiratu Zainaba. The headmistress asked Zainab, which one of these three words is fa'il, fail, and maf'ul bihi?
He is Zainaba.
So Zainaba is the maf'ul bihi. Very good, Said bhai. And then which one of these two is fa'il and which one of is the fail?
I think file is Ta'alat and the other thing is Mudir.
So Mudiratu is actually the is the file, and
File.
Sa'alti is the action, right? So because she asked
Ask,
Zainab,
okay.
asking part is the action. So in this case, asking is the action, which is Sa'alti. Now let's look at the next example. Shariba rajulul ma'a, the man drank the water. In three of these words, which one is file, fail, and maf'ul bihi?
Shariba is fail, Ar-Rajulu is file, and
File.
Al-Ma'a is maf'ul bihi.
Alma, very good. So the man drank the water. Now let's last example. Sa'alal waladul ummahu. This is very tricky. Let's see who's going to answer this. Sa'alal waladu ummahu. Which one of these is file, fail, and the maf'ul bihi?
Allah is the fail. Al-waladu is the file, and ummuhu, his mother, is maf'ul.
Ummahu is the
Ummuhu.
okay. So now there is a small little trick over here for everybody. Very important. Look at the next slide. This was the tricky part here. The boy asked his mother. In this example, the umma part, which is an a ending, and the pronoun who is not part of whom. So this who part is a pronoun. So the pronoun is not itself the maf'ul bihi. Only the umma part was. The mother was the pronoun. Who was not the or the his was not the maf'ul bihi. Does that make sense to everybody? So his is not a maf'ul bihi. Ummuhu, which is the mother. Mother is the maf'ul bihi, the object, but his mother, meaning the his part, is not the maf'ul bihi. Let's look at another example. That way, it makes sense to you. Ra'aytu
Bilal bhai,
baytaka.
can you go back to the previous slide, please? I have a
Ji.
question. Can we convert all these sentences into the nominal sentence
You
as well?
can.
Like, can we write?
Yes. There is a
Okay,
big exercise in this whole lesson for this.
perfect,
Converting from one to the other. Yes.
perfect.
All of these can be converted into nominal sentences.
And we can also convert nominal into the verbal
Ab-
sentence as well.
100%. Both ways.
Other way around.
You will
Okay,
see exercises in this lesson where you will convert either way.
got it.
Now look at this next example. Ra'aytu baytaka. I saw your house. House is actually itself the maful bihi, but the ka part is not the maful bihi. It is because ka is simply means your. I cannot say your. The word your is maful bihi. It's not an object. Your is not an object. House is the object. Does that make sense now to everybody? It's silence. Silence is dangerous sometimes. So hopefully everybody understands that ra'aytu baytaka. I saw your house. Because ka, remember in Arabic means your. In this sentence, your is not the maful bihi. Your is not an object. House is the object. So hopefully everybody understands this part. Fataha talibu kitabahu, right? The student opened his book. So his is not a maful bihi. The book actually itself is the object. So just remember that part, that the who, ka, ha, tu, when you say your, mine, their, all of these cannot be called as maful bihi as far as the grammar is concerned. Just the itself object, kitab, bait, all of these are the objects. Okay. There is a rule in Arabic language which is called as iltaqa'u sakinin. Iltaqa'u sakinin. So, which is simply, you will see this in the upcoming lessons. So, if you look at this whole example, that the noon of the tanween is followed by a kasra if the next word commences with the hamzatul wasl. So, only because it is easier to pronounce those words. So, look at the bottom example. Sa'ala Bilalun ibnahu. It will be considered as, I will not pronounce this word as, or this sentence as Sa'ala Bilalubnahu. I will say Sa'ala Bilalun ibnahu because it is easier to pronounce. This is just an Arabic, I would say, pronunciation um, exercise. There is actually an ayah in Quran, in Surah Yasin. Tell me that ayah where the man actually comes to his nation and tells them that these prophets are actually the true prophets. Rajulun, what is the word? I forgot. Ittabi'u. Ittabi'u. Remember how there is a start, the actual ayah? Ittabi'u. Some of you would know this. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm forgetting. I think it's the last ayah of the
Second page.
22nd juz.
The second page ki this is the last ayah
One
of the
second.
second page.
I'll get it. Just give me a
Ittabi'u
second.
malla yaslukum ajrum. I'm completely forgetting. Again, just in Arabic language to make. Sorry, go ahead. Somebody was
Okay,
saying
it's ittabi'u man la yas'alukum
Yes.
ajran wa hum muhtadun.
Yes. So you see the ittabi'u, you're actually there is no ittabi'u, there is no kasra over there, right? But you add it to make it easier to pronounce. So same concept over here. Sa'ala Bilalun ibnahu. So I can pronounce this word to make it easier to pronounce. That's the only thing that we're learning over here. So there is nothing special. Sami al Faisalul Azana, right? So Samia Faisalu Il Adana. Faisal heard the azan. Just to make it easier in Arabic language, you actually just add the kasra, artificial kasra. You will not see this ever written over there. You don't see this. Same thing, Samabhai, when you say ittabiyu, you don't see the kasra over there, right? But you still pronounce it. Just to make it easier to pronounce is an artificial kasra in Arabic language. Again, it is not a very important topic, but it was mentioned, so I've mentioned this to you for your. It was mentioned in your book, so I had to copy over here. Okay. Jazr. This is a very, very important topic for Arabic grammar. Extremely important topic. The entire Arabic language revolves around this, the root or the stem. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. I wrote this just so that you can understand this. Look at the three words at the middle of the screen. Television, telephone, telegraph. What does the word tele means? It means remote or distance. Because this all of these three words, the word tele in this is a root word. The rest of the word is not the root word, but all three of these actually have a root word of tele. So every word in English, most of the words in English can have a root word, but Arabic language always have a root word. Always, right? Look at this example. Hopefully, I can move to the next one. One second. In Arabic, root or jazr refers to a three or four based words which represents a core meaning or a concept. Most roots in Arabic are made up of three consonants. A large number of words can be derived from each root. For example, kataba carries the word writing. Various words derived from this root are all associated with the idea of writing, right? For example, kataba, katib, kataba, kitabun, maktab. All three of these have ka, ta, and ba. This is a root word, right? So the same word can be used to be able to derive a lot of other different words. For example, ain, lam, meme. Can anybody tell me how many words you can derive from ain, lam, meme?
Alim, ilm,
Alim, ilm, alama,
alama.
alamu, alamuha. All of these words actually are being derived from the same root of ain, lam, and meme. Same thing over here. Kataba, zahaba, dakhala, kharaja, sharaba, fahama, kabara. All of these in Arabic language, there is always a root word. I'm going to ask you another question. Tell me, anybody, what is the root word for Allah?
Hamza, lam,
Hamza
ha.
lam ha.
Alif,
Alif lam
lam,
ha.
Alif,
ha.
lam, ha. Yeah.
Yeah, alif, lam, ha. Ilah. Ilah is the root word for Allah, right? And ilah, hopefully everybody knows that ilah is the one that you that you worship, right? So that's why Allah has the root word of ilah, right? Can anybody tell me the word Rahman? Rahman. What is the root word for Rahman?
Rahamim.
Rahamim, right? By the way, Rahamim are the radicals, okay? So, but the Raham is the root word, okay? So that's called as the Jazr. So the Jazr is the Raham. Can anybody tell me Rahim? For the Rahim, what is the root word?
Same.
Same thing,
Raham.
exactly, right? So Rahamim, which is the Raham, is again used for the word Rahim as well. So every word that you will see in Arabic, right, you will see that there is a root for that. This is how Arabic words are always written. You always have a root word for every single word that you see. Look at this example now. This is a part from your book. This is the only part that was mentioned in your book. We already learned that in most Arabic words have only three letters. These three letters are called as radicals. The radicals. So the first letter is called as the first radical. The second letter is called as the second radical. The third letter is called as the third radical. Now, look at in Madi, meaning in the past, the first and the third radicals have always a fatha. Always of the fatha. The second radical may have a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. It can, okay? So look at the example. Zahaba, dakhala, kharaja, sharaba, fahama, kabura. The second letter can have a fatha, kasra, or dhamma, but the first and the last letter or the third letter will always have a fatha, right? Now, I'm going to ask the question. What does the word zahaba means?
He went.
Point.
Okay, dakhala. If you
Enter.
only answered one, please don't answer.
He
Somebody else should answer.
entered.
He entered. Kharaja,
He left.
He went out.
sharaba,
He left or he went out.
sharaba.
Drank.
He
He
drank.
He
drank.
drank. In Arabic language, every word is always masculine in the first, when you actually write reading it, right? So fahama,
He understood.
he understood. Kabura,
Hmm.
Good.
kabura, Somebody should answer this.
Brother, he wrote.
He
Come.
felt proud or something like that.
He felt
Oh,
proud. Yes.
yeah.
He felt proud. He was, yeah. Okay. Let's go to our exercise. Hopefully this part so far everybody understood. Now it will be much more easier for you to be able to do this exercise. Okay. Much more easier to do exercise today if everybody understood the whole concept. So we'll always start with generally brother Abdullah Saeed and brother Hafiz Muhammad Usama. Brother Abdullah Saeed, you're student number 2, and brother Hafiz Muhammad Usama, you're student number 1. Now do it very slowly, okay? And understand that there is a word who added over here, right? So what does it mean? And just go very, very slow, one word at a time. Usama,
I'm student 1, right?
you're student number 1. You're the teacher.
المدرس من فتح باب الفصل.
Mhm.
Teacher, who opened the gate of who opened the door of the class.
Classroom, very good.
أنا فتحته. I opened it.
I opened it. Remember, the who part over here is the it, right?
Yeah,
And
I
I opened it.
opened
Very
it.
good.
المدرس ومن فتح النوافذ.
Mhm.
And teacher, and who opened the windows.
Very good.
أنا فتحتها. I opened them.
I opened it.
I opened it.
It's not, it doesn't say fatahtuhum, okay? So it's fatahtahu. Fatahtuha means I opened it.
Okay.
Because Windows is a feminine word, right? So that's why he's saying I opened it in a feminine way. Okay?
I thought it was plural. Okay.
See you, Sami.
المدرس من كسر هذا المكتب. Teacher, who broke this desk.
Very good.
أنت كسرته يا هاشم. Oh Hashim, is it you who broke it?
Excellent. Is it you who
La,
broke it or did you broke it or Hashim? Break it or Hashim? Either way is fine.
La inni ma kasaratuhu. No, I did not break it.
Excellent work.
رجع زكريا وحمزة وعثمان من مكة. Did Zakaria, Hamza, Usman return to Makkah?
Return from Makkah.
Return from Makkah. Min Makkah, yeah. Return from Makkah.
Very good.
La ma raja'u. No, they have not returned.
عباس يا أستاذ خرج الطلاب الجدد وذهبوا إلى المدير. Abbas, oh teacher, the new students left from the class. وذهبوا إلى المدير, and they went towards the director.
Yeah. He's the tattletale of the class. He's just telling the teacher for no reason. All of a sudden shows up in the middle. I'm just joking, okay? Because when I was preparing this sentence came all of a sudden in the middle, and I'm like, why is this guy just standing in the middle? And then I realized he was the tattletale of the class, just telling teacher about the rest of the students where they went. By the way, Samai, there was no word for the class in this sentence. The rest of your sentence was correct. So,
Got it.
Excellent work. Hopefully, it's easier for everybody to now easily translate the words. And they're not easy sentences, by the way. They're difficult sentences. Here's the translation for all of these words. All right. So the next one, Sister Mehreen and Sister Amina Zaid. Sister Mehreen, you're student number 1, and Sister Amina Zaid, you're student number 2.
Sure, Bilal. أفهمت الدرس يا طلحة? Did you understand the lesson, O Talha?
Very good.
نعم فهمته جيدا. Yes, I understood it very well.
Excellent.
كتبت الأجوبة يا فيصل
Ajvibata.
أجوبة sorry yeah أجوبة يا فيصل. Did you wrote the answers, Faisal?
Yep. Did you write the answers, Faisal? Okay.
لا ما كتبتها. No, I did not write it.
Limaza, who did?
No, why? You're saying why. Limaza means why. So go ahead, sister Amina Zaid.
لأنني ما فهمت الأسئلة. Because I did not understand the question.
Very good.
Hafizta Surat al-Fajr, ya Ibrahimu. Did you memorize Surah Fajr, O Ibrahim?
Excellent.
نعم حفظتها وحفظت سورة التين أيضا. Yes, I memorized it and I memorized سورة التين as well.
Excellent one. This is very, very good. All right. Here's the translation for all of these. Second, now this is easy and difficult at the same time. So somebody has to answer these questions in Arabic. Okay. So not only you have to translate these words, these sentences, you have to also answer these sentences in Arabic. So this time, let's see. Sister Naila and Sister Kiran, I'm sorry if I picked you again. I think the last time you got picked for the same translation part, but don't worry about it. It's okay. The most important part is just the translation at this point. So, Sister Naila, you student number 1, and Sister Kiran, you student number 2. And Sister Naila, you can do number 1 and 2. And Sister Kiran, you can do number 3 and 4. So, first translate the sentence, and then after translating the sentence, answer the question in English of the same sentence, and then try to translate that into Arabic language.
أين ذهب طلاب الجدد? Where did the new student go? Or I
Yep.
guess, yeah,
So
okay.
now answer the question in English first. Where did they go?
Where did they go? Maybe in the classroom
No,
or
they went to the
playground.
principal. They actually went to the
Or
principal. Remember, so this is the same conversation that was happening before, right? So if you
Okay.
go back to the previous slides,
Mhm.
right? Look at the tattletale student. Abbasun ya ustazu kharajat tullabul jududu wa zahabu ila al-mudiri. Right?
Oh,
Then they
yeah,
actually went to the principal. So that's the same
principal.
conversation. All these questions, and same thing, Sister Kiran, for you as well. These questions are coming from this conversation that we just had between the student and the teacher. So now you know that they actually went to the student. So if you have to say they went, how will you say they went?
ذهبوا الطلاب. ذهبوا.
Zahabur. So for example, for now, just translate the words I'm telling you.
They-
Only say, how will you say they went? How will you translate this?
ذهبوا.
Okay. When you say to, how will you say?
ذهبا.
No.
Oh,
To.
إلى
Ila.
المدير.
So you simply have to say Zahabu ilal mudiri. That's it.
Okay. ذهبوا إلى المدير.
So they went to the principal. Okay.
Principal. Yeah.
Now let's look at the next question.
Okay. فهم طلحة الدرس. Did you understand the lesson, Talha? Oh, Talha, ya Talha.
So did Talha understood the
Oh, did
lesson?
okay. Okay. Did Talha understood the lesson?
Okay. So did he understand the lesson? Do you remember in the conversation or no? Let's go back. It's okay.
No, I think he said no.
Actually, no. Look at the first line.
Naam. Okay. Very well. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So I saw the answer already.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So now answer the question.
Naam. Naam. Talhatu. No. Naam. Fahimahu.
Very good.
No. Adarsa.
Naam fahimahu
Jayyidan.
jayyidan. He understood it
Jayyidan.
very well. Excellent. Excellent. It's okay. Okay. Sister Kiran, are you able to translate these?
Yes, I try.
Okay. Let's give it a try. I'll help you, by the way. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ayyi suratin hifsa Ibrahim. Which surah did Ibrahim memorized?
Okay, answer this in
Memorize.
English first.
Sorry.
So answer the question in English first.
Um,
I'll go back. I'll
Ibrahim
go back.
memorized
Look at
13.
look at the screen, and it has the answer for this. Very last line, it has the answer for
Yes.
this.
Memorize the Surah 13.
Yeah. No, he memorized 2 surahs, by the way. So look at the last 2 sentences, and then you'll understand which surahs he memorized.
Surah Fajr and Surah 13.
Okay. Now let's try to answer this in Arabic. If you have to say he memorized, how will you say he memorized?
Hafiz tu, Hafiz,
Hafiza. Hafiza.
Hafiza,
Yeah. And how?
Hafiza.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you have to say Suratul Fajr, how will you say Suratul Fajr?
Suratul Fajr.
Suratul Fajri.
Surah
And if you have to
Fajr
say and Surah Teen, how would you say and Surah Teen
wa Surah 13.
or Surah Teen? Now, if you say he memorized Surah Fajr and Surah Teen, try to make the whole sentence now. Hafiza.
Hafiza, Surat Ibrahim, Surat Ibrahim, what
Suratul,
Surah 13?
Suratul Fajri was Suratul Teen.
Sorry, Suratul Fajr, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I mean, I understood. By the way, I already know it's a very difficult exercise. Okay. So don't worry about it. That's why I'm trying to just make it slowly, like make it very, very slow. So he memorized Suratul Fajr and Suratul Teen. Hafiza Suratul Fajri was Suratul Teen. Okay. Now let's look at the next question. What is the translation of the next question? Number 4.
Man fatahan nawafiza. Who did open the windows?
So now answer this in, let me go
Ali.
backwards. Very good, very good. Ali opened it. So now how will you say Ali opened it?
Aliyun fatahan Ali fatahan nawafiza or fatahan Ali fataha aliyun nawafiz.
Excellent work. Fatahaha Aliyun. Ali opened it, right? Now, fatahaha is a verbal sentence, right? You can do the same thing in the nominal sentence as well, but in the verbal sentence, you will say fatahaha Aliyun, that Ali opened it, because in this way you have the fail coming before the before the file. So here's the translation for all of these. And by the way, I know this is not an easy exercise, okay? So I fully understand that. Okay, so the next one, all you have to do in this, by remembering the questions and remembering what happened during the whole conversation, you just have to answer if this this answer written over here is right or wrong. First, translate the sentence here, and then see if you remembered that it was a correct information over here or not. So the 2 people that can do this is brother Umar NDI and brother Makhtar. So brother Umar NDI, you'll do number 1 and 2. Brother Makhtar, you'll do number 3 and 4. But first, translate the sentence and then you'll know if it is the correct information or not.
Fataha Aliyun Fasla. Ali opened the classroom.
Okay. Is this correct or wrong?
This is correct.
Actually, no. Let's go back. So if you go here, that was the very first question. Teacher said, Man fataha bab al-fasli. Hamid said, Ana fatahtuhu. Hamid actually opened it. It's okay, but most important was that you know the translation. Okay, let's look at the next one. What is the translation for the next one?
Ma raja'a Zakaria wa Hamzatu wa Hashmanu wa Usmanu min Makkata. Min Makkata. Zakaria and
Hamza.
Hamza and Usman and did not return from Makkah.
Is this correct or no?
This is correct.
This is correct. Absolutely. Yeah, they did not return from Makkah. Very good. Translation was 100% correct, by the way. Okay, next one. This is brother Makhtar, number 3 and 4. First translate and then see if you remember if it is correct or wrong.
Ma kataba Faisalun ajwibatu li anahu ma fahimal as'alata.
Ilata, yeah. As'ila.
As'ilata.
Yeah, so just remember that in the Arabic language, when you're finishing an ayah, you don't really read the last, the Arab that you see in the end, you don't read it. So you can say as'ala, right? As'ila or maksur. You don't really have to read it. You can always skip it. You can just say maksur or maksuru. Okay, go ahead.
Who, no, not who, Ma kataba. Who's,
So ma is not for who or what over here. It is for not.
why is it not?
It is for not. Over here, it is being used for not. So let's go very slowly, okay? What does the word kataba means?
Right?
Okay. What does word fasil means? Fasil means fasil, right? So look at the word right, fasil. What is word ajvibata? Ajvibata is answer. Okay.
Okay.
So right, fasil, answer. La innahu. What is the meaning? La innahu.
Lenahu.
Because
Lenahu,
he.
because
He, right? La inna means because, but la innahu means because he. Okay. So right, fasil, answer, because he. Ma means not or did not. What is the word fahima means?
Fahima. I forgot.
Understand or understood. Okay. What is the word al asilata means or al asila? That means question. Okay. So now look at this. Not, right, fasil, answer, because, did not, understand, question. How will you translate this in English now? Make a full sentence now.
So Faisal did not write answers because he didn't understand.
He doesn't understand what? The question. The last letter is the last word is the question, right? Because he did not understand the question.
Questions.
Okay. Now let's look at the next sentence. It should be much easier now for you.
Ma kataba Faisalu
Now,
ajwib.
look, only just translate the first 4 words. How will you translate the first 4 words? Make a sentence from the first 4 words.
Faisalu did not write his answers.
Okay. Now let's look at the last 3 words. Lainna. What does the word lainna means?
Laina, because
Yep. Kalamuhu means?
his pen.
Maksurun means?
Broken.
Okay. Now make the whole sentence.
Faisalu did not write his answers because his pen is broken.
His pen is broken. Now, is this correct or wrong?
That's wrong.
That's wrong. He didn't write it because he didn't understand it. So
No.
number 3 was
Okay.
correct. Number 4 is wrong. So for everybody, whenever you're trying to make a sentence, go one word at a time, right? Let's say, okay, he, she, not, and you'll see automatically after a little while, you'll be able to make a sentence. Try not to make the whole thing. It will be, sometimes can be a little bit daunting, right? So go slow, one word at a time. It will be much more easier to make a sentence. And here is the answer for all of these, the correct or wrong, as well as the translation. Okay, in this one, it's very simple, but you also have to identify which one is the file and which one is the maf'ul bih. Okay, So in this one, we should have Mujtaba and Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, you have to unmute yourself first, okay? Mustafa, you're student number 1. Mustafa, you have to unmute. Okay, good. 1 second. Let me wait for Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman, you have to unmute first. Otherwise, I have to pick somebody else. Okay, good. Now, Mustafa, go ahead. Line number 1. Only line number 1. There are two sentences over here, okay? So
Yep.
translate the sentence and then also identify which one is the fa'il and which one is the maf'ul bihi. Only start with qara talibul qur'ana. Just make that sentence.
Sorry.
No, just give me the translation. I already know how to. You know how to read it. So just tell me the translation. Mujtaba.
Yes, sir.
So make the translation of the first sentence.
Talibul Qur'ana.
Yes, qara talibul qur'ana. What does it mean?
What does Qara'a mean?
Hmm?
What does Qara'a mean?
What is what iqra means?
Read.
What is qara'a means?
Read.
Yes. So now make the sentence one word at a time.
The student reads the Quran.
Yeah, student recited the Quran. Now, which one of these is a fa'il and which one is maf'ul bihi? This sentence.
Fa'il would be Talibu.
Yes.
Maf'ul bihi would be Qur'ana.
Very good. How did you know this answer, by the way? It's already written on your screen. Look at the bottom.
Oh.
Okay. Now make the second sentence. That's not written on the screen, okay? So now you have to make the sentence and also give me the translation. Same line, second sentence that starts with al-qahwatu. So start with sharibad.
Sharibad Daiful Kahwasa.
Yes. So one word at a time, okay? So take it very slow. One word at a time. Shariba means? Drank. Or he
Rank?
drank. Yeah.
Oh,
Shariba really
drank.
means he drank, right? Or
Okay.
what is daifu means? Guests.
Yeah, okay.
What is
The
what is
guest
kahwa
drank.
means? Kahwa is
Kahwa.
not that your kahwa, okay? Kahwa means something else in Arabic language.
Tea.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Okay. Now make the sentence.
The guest drank coffee.
Now tell me the maf'ul bihi and fa'il.
Fa'il Daifu.
Good.
Maf'ul bihi Kahwa.
Okay. And which one is the fa'il over here?
Fa'il would be Shariba.
Shariba. Drinking part is the very good. Okay. Now Abdurrahman, your turn. Second line. Abdurrahman, you have to unmute yourself, or I'll move on to somebody else. Okay. Brother Daniel Khan, if you're able to do this.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum
كتب المدرس الدرس.
Now make one word at a time. One word at a time. It will be easier.
كتب write مدرس class. No, sorry.
Teacher.
Teacher. There's a lesson.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense, but teacher wrote the lesson.
That's it. Yeah. It's 100% correct. Now, which one of these words is maf'ul bihi? Which one is fa'il and which one is fail?
There's a maf'ul bihi. Mudarisu is fa'il. Kataba is fail.
Okay. Now, somebody, same words. Try to say this in English. What is the fa'il in English? What is maf'ul bihi in English? And what is the fail in English? With very regular layman English, it's always okay.
As in the words or
Yeah, in the word. So how would you say fail? What is a fail?
noun?
No, fail is an action.
Sorry, a word.
Verb and all an action, right? So fail means an action. And
Right.
what is the fa'il means?
File means pronoun. Proverb. Right.
Or easier way to say this is the subject or the doer. The person who
Okay.
performs the action, the person who's performing the fail is the
Right.
fa'il. He's
Right.
he's the doer of the action. And what is
Oh, okay.
maf'ul?
That's what you're asking. Okay, sorry about that. And
What is darsa?
Darsa is
Maf'ul bihi, right?
what
So
the action
maf'ul
is
bihi,
being
what would you call maf'ul bihi in English?
The
Object.
subject or the object on which the action is being performed.
Excellent work. Excellent. The object on which the action is being performed. Very good. Okay, now next line.
فتحت الباب. Amina opened the door.
Very good. So tell me the fail, file, and maf'ul bihi.
Baba is maf'ul bihi. Amina is file, and fatahat is fail.
Very good. Excellent work. Here is the answer for all of these and the translation for all of these as well. Okay, exercise number 5. Okay, which one is this? Yeah, you just have to tell me which one of these is maf'ul bihi and which one of these is file, and also translate these. I mean, the book said underline it, but you cannot underline it. You're all speaking right now. So we'll have 2 students who will do this, can do this. So who is not done yet? I see somebody with like name Mo and with 2 hands up. I don't know who that is. So, but please do put your correct name. That way I don't even know who that is. Okay, we can use, who can do this? Sister Mahvish, are you able to talk? And Sister Maimuna, are you able to talk?
Ustaz, Mo is Azmi.
Okay, please make sure you always have your own name, okay?
Okay.
So, Sister Azumi, you can do this, and Sister Mahvish, you can do this, okay? Sister Azumi, you're student number 1. You will do number 1 to 5, and Sister Mahvish, you will do number 6 to 10. So in this one, you have to do 2 things. You have to translate this first, and then you have to identify which one is the maf'ul bihi and which one is the fa'il.
Ustaz, I joined. I'll try it. I'll struggle to join, but let me try and see if I can. I can't even go in. This thing is a problem.
Are you able to read it, Sister Azumi?
Yes, Kasara, Tiflu Kalam, isn't
You have to pronounce the letters. How will you say it? Kasara tiflul qalama. Okay.
Kasara Tiflul Kalama.
So translate this.
Broken. Then the child broke the pen.
Yes, the child broke the pen. So which one is maf'ul bihi and which one is fa'il?
Fa'il is the child, Tiflu.
Yep.
Maf'ul bihi is the kalam.
Okay, and which one is the fail?
The broken, the kasra.
Kasra. Excellent work.
Kasra.
Now it should be very easy for the rest of it for you.
Okay.
And you have to pronounce correctly, okay? Remember, the last letter is not, second and last letters, second and last words are not correctly written. So you have to pronounce them correctly.
Let's see. Gasalat Aminatu Mindil.
Mindila.
Mindila. Okay. Gaslat means she was. Amina was the handkerchief.
Translate the whole thing.
Amina to wash the handkerchief.
Excellent work. So now you have to go quickly, okay? Tell me the file, fail, and maful bihi.
Maful bihi is the handkerchief.
Yep.
Amina is the file.
Mm-hmm.
And then gaslat is what's the other pronunciation?
Ghasala means, so ghasala is the action. So let me just make sure. When you say ghasalat, it's basically she washed, okay? So ghasala is the fail, okay? So now next sentence also, but you have to remember, translate the sentence and right away, very quickly, you have to do the maful bihi, file, and fail, okay?
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go, yeah, go ahead, please.
Akala asamat usamat or asamat. Ustad, I'm finding it difficult because I really joined it, so I'm not. I'm finding it difficult.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Pardon me? I said I joined midway, so I'm finding it difficult.
It's okay. I will help you. Don't worry about it. So just go one word at a time.
Okay.
What does the word akala mean?
So akala means he ate.
Very
he
good.
Ate. Usama ate the grape.
Usamatul.
Usama too ate the grape.
Yes, inaba. Akala usamatul inaba.
Akala usamatul inaba.
Yep.
Usama ate the grapes.
Excellent work.
So fail is the action, that's akala.
Mm-hmm.
And then Usama is fa'il.
Yep.
And mafubihi is the grape.
Inaba.
Inaba is the grape.
Okay, next sentence.
Akalat zawjatuhu
Mauza.
Okay. She also zawjatu. She also ate.
No. And his wife.
Oh, zawja. Okay. And his wife ate the banana.
Very good. So for all of these, just remember the last letter will end with a fatha, okay?
Okay, fatha, okay. So the wife is the akalat, akalat, and that's the eating aspect the wife did.
Yep.
That's the fi'l. And the wife is the fa'il, and then mafubihi is the mawzu.
Mauza.
That's a great. Mauza. Oh, you said mauza. Sorry.
The last word in this sentence will always have a fatha.
Fatha, okay.
Next one.
Sharibat bakarat ma'u.
Bakaratul ma'a.
Sharibat bakaratul ma'a.
Yep.
The she camel drank the water.
Okay.
The sharabat does the drinking aspect. Bakaratu is the she camel, and the ma'a is the water. So fi'l is the sharabat, and then mafubihi is the ma'a, and then the she camel is the.
But why are you saying she camel to bakara?
Eh?
Why is you saying she camel for bakara? What does the surah bakara means? In a surah bakara, what does it mean?
That that's the cow, eh?
It's a cow, correct.
Yes.
Keep going.
Okay. Hafiza Hamzatul Qur'ana. The Hamza memorize the Quran. Hamza is the Quran is the mafubihi, and then fi'l is the Hafza, Hafiza, and then Hamza too is the fa'il.
Very good. And when you said she camel, what is the translation for she camel in Arabic language?
She
Anybody
camel.
can anybody tell me translation for she camel?
Hafizatu.
Naqatu. Naqatu.
Nakatu. Nakatu.
Naqatu. Can anybody tell me can anybody tell me the translation for camel? The male camel? First lesson,
Jamalun.
first book.
Jamalun.
Jamal. Very good. Naqatu is the she camel and Jamalun is the male camel. Okay. Now, sister Mahavish, number 6 to number 10.
Zarabat Fatimatu bintuha. She hit Fatima's daughter.
No, again, do it one more time.
Zarabat Fatimatu bintuha. She hit Fatima's daughter.
Fatima beat her daughter.
Fatima beat her
Fatima
daughter.
hit her daughter.
Yes, hit her daughter. Yes, yes. And this is the file Fatima.
Yes, keep going.
Yes. Qatalul rajulul lihayatil bil
No.
hajri.
In number 6, you have to tell me all the maful bihi, file and fail.
Okay. Fatima is a file. Zarabat is a fail. And bintuha is a maful.
Okay. Now let me clarify for everybody. In Arabic language, there is no zwad. It's only in Urdu language. Okay. You do not pronounce zwad. It's duad. It's darabat. It's dorabat. Otherwise, it will be like a dal, right? So you have to say dorabat. You have to like make your face a little bit, or your lips a little bit circled. You say dorabat. There is nothing in Arabic language or in Quran as a zwad. Okay. Remember, Urdu language came from Arabic language, not the other way around. Arabic language did not come from Urdu language. So Urdu, you can say zarabat, but not in Arabic language. And you're reading Quran or you're reading any Arabic sentences, you have to say dorabat. Okay, keep going.
Qatalul rajulul hayatil bil hajri.
Hayyatu.
Hayatil bil hajri.
Let's go one at a time, one word at a time.
Rajulul, Qatala, I don't remember.
Killed.
Rajul is a man.
Qatala means killed.
Killed by I have doubt. Yes. Qatala is kill. Rajulu is the man. Lihayat is deer.
No. Hayyatu means snake. Hayyatu means snake.
Snake.
Yes.
Okay.
Hayyatun is the snake. And bil hajari, what is the hajar?
Stone.
Very good. So now try to make the sentence.
Yes. Man killed the snake with stone.
Very good. Now tell me the file maful bihi.
Rajulu is a file. And Qatilu is a fail. And Hayatul bil hajar is a maful.
Hayyatu is the maful bihi. So because his action was performed on.
Hayatu is a snake. Yes. Maful.
The next one.
Samia Bilal al-Azan wa zahaba ila al-masjid. Bilal heard the Azan.
One second. Go very slow because these words are also missing some Arab, okay? So you have to say it correctly. Is it Samia Bilal or Samia Bilalun or Samia Bilalu? How will you say it? Go ahead.
Samia Bilalu.
Yeah, Samia Bilalun.
Azanu.
Yes.
Wa zahaba ila al-masjid.
Sorry, it is Azana. Samia Bilalun al-Azana.
Azana. Wa zahaba ila al-masjid.
Ila al-masjida. In this case, it will be ila al-masjidi because there is a preposition over here. Remember, it's ila. So ila is the preposition. So you will say ila al-masjidi.
Yes.
Translate
masjidi. Bilal heard the Azan and he went to masjid. Bilal is a file.
Yes.
Samia is a fail.
Yes.
And Zahaba is also a fail.
Yes.
And masjid is a maf'ul.
Masjid is the maf'ul bihi in this case.
Sorry?
Masjid is the maf'ul bihi because you're performing the action to the
Maf'ul bihi.
masjid, right? So
Maf'ul
it's a
bihi.
maf'ul bihi.
Yes, yes. Perform yes, yes.
Okay, number 9.
Katabal mudarrisu
Katabal
darsu alal suratu. Katabal mudarrisu
mudarris.
darsu
So let me make it easier.
mudarras
Katabal mudarrisud darsa
darsa
ala
alal surati.
ala saburati.
Yes, alal saburati. Yes, because it's before after preposition. Yes.
Okay, translate this.
Teacher, write the lesson.
What is the word ala
Too easy.
means?
To
On. Allah means on.
on.
Saburat.
Saburatu. Book of no notebook.
Writing board. Writing board. So
Writing board.
yeah, teacher wrote the lesson on the writing board.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Teacher is a file.
Yep.
And kataba is a fail.
Yep.
Saburatu is a maf'ul.
It's not maf'ul, it's maf'ul bihi.
Maf'ul bihi.
So
Maf'ul bihi,
darsa and saburati is both maf'ul bihi because he wrote the
maf'ul,
lesson
yes,
on.
yes.
Okay. Now last one.
Fatahal bakalul dukan.
Bakalun. Fatahal bakalun.
Bakalun dukan.
Dukana.
Isaatis saminat.
Okay. It's a difficult sentence though.
Yes.
What about?
Fatah is open.
Yep.
Dukan, the shop. Fee in I don't remember bakal. The name.
Bakalu means the shopkeeper or the person who has a grocer or the grocery store.
Shopkeeper. Yeah. Fee in saatu watch.
No, this is the time this time, right?
Time, watch,
right now.
that is this time, this type of clock, I think so. The time, yes.
Over here,
Saminatu.
please listen to me. This over here, the saatu is used for the time, not for the clock, not for the watch.
Okay, the time. Okay. Saatu time. And Saminatu is two.
It's saminat. It's a saminati.
Saminati.
Okay.
Yes.
Translate the sentence.
Shopkeeper, open the door.
Open the.
Opens the shop. Sorry, the shopkeeper opens the shop in time in two time at 2 o'clock.
No, it's samin. How will you translate this? Saminati. When I say adarsu samin, how would you say it?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just so confused. Salisu, Rabiu, Kamas. I'm so confused. The blank counting.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Where has 8 o'clock?
So
Yes.
the grocer or the shopkeeper opened the shop at 8 o'clock.
Shopkeeper is a file. Open is the fail. And shop
is the
maf'ul bihi.
That's about it. You don't need to. The rest of it is not any part of the sentence. It's just the maf'ul bihi. Dukanu is the maf'ul bihi. Okay.
Yes.
So let's go. And I know it's not easy, by the way. So here's the translation for all of these. Let's see if we can do one more or not. Okay. Who's not done yet? Brother Dennis, are you able to make any of these sentences or no? Or is it difficult right now?
Right now is very difficult,
Very
but
difficult.
I'm following along. I appreciate it though.
That's okay. No worries. No worries. Okay. Who's not done? Anybody who's not done yet? Sajid bhai. Oh, Sajid bhai is not done yet. Sajid bhai and a brother.
Assalamu
Sajid bhai, you do all of 5 of these if you can in next 5 minutes. I'll help you.
alaikum. Fataha.
So, Sajid bhai, what do you have to do over here? We just have to add an appropriate word in the end. I will tell you the word in English. You just have to make the whole sentence. So in this one, you have to add the word for door, only for the word door, and then
Man
try to make
fataha
the whole
babun.
sentence.
Man fataha babun, who opened the door?
Man fatah al baba. So in all of these,
Man fataha
whenever you
baba.
have this sentence like written like this, so meaning that the verbal sentence, the last letter will always have the fatha. So
Okay.
man
Man
fatah al
fataha
baba.
baba, who opened the door?
Very good.
Gaslata ukhti
Eh,
Mendila.
Mindila, yes, you can say that too. In this, your book actually has an example for kamisa, meaning the shirt, but you are absolutely right. You can say mandila as
Yeah.
well. So how will you translate it? Ghasalat
Uh,
ukhti
Gasala,
mindila.
the girl
My
wash.
sister.
My sister washed the handkerchief.
Very good.
Al-rajulu hayata bil
Hayyata bil
asa.
asa. So what you have to say over here, killed. How will you say killed in Arabic?
Katala.
Qatal rajulul hayyata bil asa. Just make the translation for this.
Man killed snake bil asa with the stick.
With this stick, excellent work. So now
Yusuful kahwata
you just have to say he
drank.
drank. How will you say drank?
Sharaba. Sharaba Yusuful kahwata
Shariba.
Yusuf. What?
Shariba. Yeah.
Shariba. Shariba Yusuful kahwata Yusuf drank the tea.
Coffee.
The coffee.
Very good.
Maktaba madrasu ilal saburati.
So over here you have to say the
Darsu.
word. What is the word in English, in Arabic for the word word? How will you translate word in Arabic?
Madrasu word.
Kalima. So
Kalima.
al-kalima. Al-kalima is the word in English, in Arabic for the word word.
Kitab al-madrasu al-kalima al-shaburati.
Ji.
A teacher wrote the word on the writing board.
Writing word. Excellent work. Easy. Okay. So hopefully we can do one very quick one because the other one is very similar. Brother Sama, Hafiz Muhammad Sama, can I pick you for this? I think you're the one who's not done yet.
Sure.
So what you have to add over here is eating part. So khubzu is the bread. How will you say he ate?
Akala Suadul Khubza.
Akalat.
Suad Akalat. Suad ate the bread.
Very good. And I read the Quran. So Qara'atu is already there. You just have to add the word Al-Quran.
Qira'atul Qur'ana.
Yeah, Qara'atul Qur'ana. I read the Quran or I
I
recited
read the
the Quran.
Quran.
And
Okay.
over here you have to say, did you hear the azan, O Hamza? How will you say, did you hear the
Here
azan?
is Sami'a al-adhana ya Hamzatu.
Asami'ta. Asami'ta.
Sami'ata? Yeah. Okay.
Sami'ta al-azana ya Hamzatu.
Okay.
Next one is you have to say the merchant opened the shop. And this one you have the word open. How will you say?
Fatahat tajiru dukana.
Very good.
The
Very good.
merchant opened
Fata
the
tajiru
shop.
dukkana. Yeah, merchant opened the shop. Now this
And
one you have to
next one
say
is
left.
kharajat tullabu min al-fasli.
Very good. The students left.
Student left the class.
From the classroom. Min al-fasli, from the classroom. Here's the translation for all of these. This is where we will actually end the session today. Next time we will actually start from the exercise number 7. For everybody, I will send you the slides And of course, as you know, the slides will already include the answers for all of your, even the upcoming slides. My recommendation would be go through this before the next class anyways, right? It will be easier for you to go through the next class and we can go fairly quickly in the next class. However, your assignment remains the same, okay? The very last, oh, what happened here? The very last slide of this, as you know, is your the test, right? So you will see the link in the WhatsApp message that I will send to you. And as usual, you have to remember, you have to do all of the tests from the beginning, okay? Number 1 to 5 this time. All of these words that you read today, they are part of that test number 5. So when you will click on that link that you will see on WhatsApp or in this slide right now as the last slide, you will see all 5 of those, okay? And I please request everybody to complete these because this is the only way you'll be able to remember these things. Hopefully, let me just ask this question very quickly. When you are going through all of the tests every single time, I'm going to ask Brother Hafiz Muhammad Osama, Sister Amina Zaid, Brother Sajid, and Sister Mehreen. You are the ones that have been doing these very regularly. Is this helping you to keep memorizing, or have that memorized from the previous lessons?
Yes, like the previous lessons are very easy now.
Sister
Yes,
Mehreen, Sister
Bilal bhai,
Amina,
100%. Yes.
Sister Amina Zaid, Sajid Bhai.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you think, is there any suggestion where you think that it can actually be better? I can do something else. This is what I came up with. Okay, maybe this is the better idea to just keep doing, from number 1 to 4 to number 1 to 5, number 1 to 6, to help people just do this quickly instead of just writing it with your hand. It becomes very difficult. If you ever think of anything better, or if you think this idea is not working, let me know whatever that your idea is and we can follow that idea also. I'm just trying to make sure that any idea that can actually work for everybody and easier for everybody to follow, we follow that as a whole class. So if you think of anything, please do let me know. I have no problem following anybody's suggestion. I'm thinking just for now, maybe this is working. If it is not working for you, just let me know and we'll follow something else. Inshallah, this is.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
is there a way to do like from English to Arabic?
Sister Amina Zaid, I couldn't hear you properly.
Oh, sorry. Is there a way to do a question like from English to Arabic that we have to write it ourselves so that we actually know to remember it, just not recognizing the word?
You're breaking up a little bit. Anybody understood what sister was saying?
No.
It's breaking up, right?
Yeah. And very
Amina, can you
low.
repeat it one more time? I'm really sorry. I just couldn't understand. It's breaking up quite a bit.
Saying, is there any way to go from English to Arabic where we had to write the Arabic translation ourselves so that we
Yep.
are not just recognizing it?
So when you're doing the test, the test actually has, when you begin the test actually gives you an option to switch from English to Arabic, by the way.
Okay.
So whenever you begin the test, the very first screen, when you see the number of questions that you have to answer, that screen will give you the option to actually switch from English to Arabic. So you can do that during that time. Second thing, for everybody, remember this time, I think you have 76 questions in this exercise. So when you start your test, always remember to click on that small arrow button to go all the way to the maximum number of questions. Otherwise, it will always show you only 20 questions. Okay. So always remember to change that part. Samba, you also had a suggestion.
Everyone is gonna hate me for that, but I think the options in the questions are very easy. I mean, like you can make it a little bit confusing.
It's automated. It does it by itself, by the way. I don't do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
So the
Okay.
Quizlet has decides by itself. So that's why I would always say do the flashcards first. When you'll do the flashcards, it will be difficult for you to do it. So when you'll do flashcards, it will take you 10 minutes because you have to now, think with your mind, okay, what is the translation? What is the translation for this? And then if you do the test, it's easier. Otherwise, test is simply giving you self-satisfaction, nothing else. Do the flashcards always first. It's always recommended. That's how you will actually be able to learn quickly. Okay, this is where we will end the lesson today, inshallah. And today I have a very special session, by the way, for the Qasais Muhammadiyah, right? That's the second last part of the second book. Highly recommend, if you have time to attend that session. I'm going to start that right after this session. It's a very beautiful, very special session. I have some hadith mentioned in this example as well, in this session as well. It's a very special session. So if you have time, please do attend that session as well. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.